we go.
Vibrillionaire soul greetings and blessings, beautiful Vibrillionaire soul family. Welcome to Samadhi Sea of Wisdom Meditation Online School here in Yuma, Arizona, presented by none other than Alice and Michael. And we are here to bring you the genuine word of the day. And we've been doing this for almost 3 months.
Well, actually, I think you forgot. Maybe it was January, and we're in April.
We've been doing it for 4 months?
January?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the point is today's Nature's Gathering is the 11th Nature's Gathering, because we had the honor of doing Nature's Gathering at home with all of you beautiful souls on 4/4/2020. Bless you, Mommy. And we made such an impact on our planet that for the first time we have record history of how powerful when we gather together in consciousness. So today we are doing our live Nature's Gathering, part 11, and we have a great message for you all today. Mary Sterling, thank you for joining us. So let us know if you're watching on live, let us know if you're watching on the replay, let us know where you're watching from, and also please remember, this is not just about us, it's about nature, because we want to feature our main, I used to say main guest of honor, but let me just tell you, we're the guests of honor here, because nature has been thriving for millions of years. Or people can argue that if it's different times, but let me tell you that nature's been been here a long more. Wait, I'm shifting. Nature's been here a lot more than we have, and we are just here temporarily visiting again and again and again this beautiful planet of ours. So if we want to really dive deep into it, we are the main guests that nature is waiting for us to show up and really appreciate her, honor her, and enjoy her. Because, oh man, we just have so much to share with you guys today. And we're going to do a silent meditation, so stay tuned because we are going to meditate today. Bella Lola is watching. Thank you, Bella.
Our very new...
She says, hey guys. And Alice Sinoe, Alice, tell us where you're watching from.
Silly. He knows I always get on because I need to message people. Anyway, it was a bit interesting this time getting here. If you did watch our, what was it, supposedly little live invite on Facebook or Instagram?
Yeah.
When those sound,
our spontaneous live.
When those sound, because Michael forgot we were recording, and
Lorena Bees.
Oh yes. And so
Thank you for joining us.
Now that we're here, it was a whole different experience getting here. And we're all pumped up because we walked here. Now we're ready to go sit back and relax and enjoy nature.
Take off your shoes. Don't forget to take off your shoes. And we have beautiful, special guests with us. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Grounding, eating their oranges. So we're all just enjoying here nature together. And if you're here in town, we're going to be here for a while. So, you know, we'll do the social distancing. Come enjoy nature with us.
There's plenty of room. There's
plenty of room. Look how much room we have. We have, what is it here? Okay, here we go. We have plenty of space if you want to sit back there. If you want to sit all around here. We got plenty of space for social distancing. And remember, guys, before we started all this, and I forgot to mention, is that we wanted to make nature like the pristine church, sacred, holy place to go to, because what better place that gives so much life and loves us so much than what was naturally made by God, Spirit, Universe, Creator.
Yes.
So
when we started, when this came to us about Nature's Gathering, it's because we wanted to create what people would call kind of like a church. And we said, we'll do it on Sundays. That we didn't really feel it after we did that for a little while on Sundays, because we didn't want to interfere with other people's regular Sunday services. And we thought, no, that's not fair. So how about if we do it Saturdays when there isn't really much of an urgency to do anything else? And then it stuck. Saturdays at 1, which is not a coincidence that last Saturday was the
Samadhi.
was the what do you call that again?
The global peace meditation. Well, there
yes.
was people calling it different things, but it was basically global meditation all around the world, and there was several meditating.
Yeah, so that's how
people meditating. And Aya did her own meditation, which thank you, Aya.
So that's how we celebrated
Aya Bliss
Nature's Gathering last week, by doing the meditation. So we didn't come out here to nature, but what better way than to embrace nature than doing that global meditation?
Coral,
so now here.
Oh. Blessings, Coral. Thank you for being here. So today's message, which we really want to keep it not tight where we just get on and off, but we want to keep it tight and share the message. And we want to hear from you guys. Please let us know if you have any stories. Let us know if you have testimonials. Because the one thing that I was really, what we really want to get across is we need to celebrate, we need to promote, we need to, share about nature. So if you have stories about nature, if nature has been a very influential part of your experience, whether it's healed you physically, meaning it brought you back to your wholeness, whether it, helped you with your thoughts, whether it helped you with your practice, whatever practice you have, whether it calmed you down, whether it brought you back to the present moment, and what did that do for you, we want to really promote nature. We want to really, because this is why we're here. This is why we walked all the way over here, because we could have done nature in our front yard. And it's really beautiful there, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing better than coming out here to the park where you're surrounded by the masterpiece and beauty of our Creator, God, Spirit, Source, whatever we want to call it. Oh, Michael Valenti says, love won. Yes, brother. Yes, it did. But the thing about it is, it hasn't won yet. We need to build that momentum, because meditating one day out of, I don't know how many thousands of years it's been since we came together like this as a global community, but we need to build this momentum, and that's why we need people like you, Michael, and people like everyone here watching this, because every single one of you have something to share. Every single one of you are beautiful souls that have a gift that need to be shared, and we need to build small groups. That way, wherever you are, people need to hear how important we are, how important nature is, how powerful consciousness is when we really connect to our divinity.
Read Michael's message.
I can't see it. No.
Okay, I'll read it. And he says, we are making food gardens in Sedona right now. Nature story.
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you
for that
Michael
testimony.
And there's another comment on there. I don't know if you see it.
I don't get to see all of them, so let's see. Who else would it be? I agree. Love conjures all. And that's Bella. And she also says, nature is beautiful.
Yeah, love conquers all. Or conjures all.
You could do both.
Beautiful.
You could do both.
So basically, Michael, if you'd like to come on alive, Bella, if you'd like to come on alive, I don't know if we can bring you guys on right now, but if you guys want to try to come on and share a little bit about nature, we don't want to make it just about us. We've done this since the beginning. We know that we promote meditation through what we do, and we'll never stop doing that. However, we desire to bring people on and come on and share a little bit about what nature's done for you. We want to really bring this momentum. That way we can create a global coherence of honoring nature, honoring the silence, honoring the presence of life. So please share these videos, reach other people, help other people realize that if they can't come out of their homes, guess what? Nature will come to you. And even throughout the week, like we said, if you're not able to go out in nature, plant some plants. Like Michael's doing, planting food gardens. What a way to honor nature. What a way to honor nature. To disconnect from this dependency, to be able to create your own independent, sustainable life, because that's what it's about. And really, it's like, I guess we've gone all through this noise and all through this technological advances, right? That we figured out what doesn't work. So what does work is what our ancestors did. Our ancestors had it so pristine. Did they have more challenges? Of course, because we've traded comfort for life. Think about what...
Ooh, so take that one slowly, because that is something that's always hit my heart.
That's the download we had this morning.
You hit that one again. Say it again.
We've traded comfort for life, because in order to be more comfortable, we're abusing life. We're sacrilегing life because we want comfort. Oh, I want, fast food. I'll go and I mean, I don't want to sound judgmental because all this process had to happen because it's divine. But it's, what are we going to do with it?
Because it's not that we don't appreciate those things. Believe me, when I can just push a button and turn on the washing machine versus how my grandmothers had to go and wash on the washboards in the river, that kind of thing. Of course we're appreciative. We're appreciative that when someone is hurt and they can get to a doctor faster, or a loved one, because of technology and the cars, yes, but at the same time it's all being abused to such a point that that we've lost that simple life. Is that what it was? The simple life, Michael? The
simple life. Really, simplicity is profoundity. You want to read Lala's message?
Yes, I'm definitely going to share this video. It's definitely needed. Yes. Thank you, Bella.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
One thing that we wanted to talk about is, because this hit me this morning, because we don't really like work on something that we're going to talk about, because what we want to do is we want our intuition to guide us. Preparation is important in certain areas of life, but when you're speaking from your soul, there's no need to prepare. And we actually are going live tomorrow with Martin Lopez. That's already set. So tune in tomorrow, which we're going to be featured by Martin Lopez, and we're going to talk about spirituality and religion and life and how we can bring all those fundamentals together. So it's going to be a great live tomorrow, so tune in tomorrow.
May I share something very vulnerable?
Yeah.
When you said we don't prepare, we don't, it comes to us and what source brings, right? Okay, we don't prepare so much that we totally forgot our car was broke down. We totally forgot the car.
Talk about vulnerability.
The car was broke down. We're like, okay, when we get up in the morning confident. And we're gonna go to nature's gathering, and then all of a sudden, like, Alice, we gotta walk there. Our car's broke down. Like, oh shoot! I'm like, we gotta. And it's not a very far walk, but Michael had to carry everything, and so that's how much we're in our little zone that we totally spaced.
Yeah.
Our car.
But I mean,
but it was all good.
We make the joy out of anything, and that's one thing I was sharing yesterday on the live. Is pain is like, you can't avoid pain. You can't avoid the challenges of life, but suffering is optional. And the thing about it is this is a micro-macro, or as above, so below thing of what we're talking about nature, and we wanted to share about relationship. So the relationship is, what are we willing to do to enjoy it? But the same question that we got to ask ourselves too is, what are we willing to do to prevent or to preserve nature? Because, if you think about it, this whole thing that's happening right now, which if you guys want to know what we've been diving into and finding out, we're going to have a private area where we're going to talk about that, because we don't want to share what we think. We want to break it down with people on a side, because we want to share just genuine news, genuine word of the day, which is your truth, which is not the truth what's happening out here, because this is not the truth, guys. This is just what we've allowed for us to believe and hallucinate into existence, that we're not powerful, that we're not worthy enough, that we're not entitled enough, we're not intelligent enough, we're not connected enough, we're not worthy enough, we're not loved enough, which these are all lies. Because in this moment, you are loved, you are worthy, you are sustained, you are held, you are divinity itself. So that being said, is about nature, and what we've been doing with nature is we've been slowly allowing it to be taken for granted. And we are, I just totally had a brain fart because you were saying something right now.
Yeah, because I'm trying to take your attention away, because
I can feel you.
Because we have a very important message from Michael Valenti.
Okay, go ahead.
You asked people to come on live, then you also asked people to share their testimonies about nature.
Yes.
So
yes.
Listen,
if it is to be, it will be.
But listen to Michael's message. Ready? Because I know you can't see it there. He says, I'm currently with people in the community center of Sedona, having many beautiful discussions, speaking love instead of fear. We are all aware that fear is how you get sick. So we are doing art, music, meditation, dream work, planting seeds in our gardens, drinking water, preparing food for each other, hugging and welcoming any souls who require safe haven or food in this time. By the way, this is the beginning of 5D heaven. I would come on your live, however, I trigger others often because I am Michael from heaven, just like you, angels in disguise, LOL. Moi, XO 143. Beautiful.
Love you, brother. Wow.
So talk about testimonial
blessings to each and every single seed that you're planting, because Michael, you just have so much love, and I just bless your journey, brother, and I'm right here with you. I'm vibrationally holding your hand. Look, let me show you guys something. We have a special guest. We have a very special guest of honor right here. He's coming up to us right now. Don't panic. Just be. Just love it. Just embrace it. He's being grateful for us honoring his home. Look at this. He's coming up to us. Hi, buddy. Hi. Come here. Want to give us some peels?
They have their own food. Nature supplies their food.
Yeah, because then they depend on us.
Yep. When humans give them their food, then
Where is
they don't know what to do.
Oh, he's behind us.
Probably under my chair.
Nope, he's actually behind us. I don't know if you guys can see him. But what a confirmation from nature. Thank you for your love, Michael, because we are communicating to our brothers and sisters of the animal kingdom that we are in this together. We're not abandoning them. Because in neglecting nature, we are also abandoning our brothers and sisters in nature. Where'd he go?
I don't know. Went out to lunch.
You guys see him? It's right underneath us?
Oh, here it is. He's back. Over here, baby.
Okay, guys, we couldn't set this up. We could not have set this up. This is just nature itself
Look at the quails.
coming and saying gratitude to each and every single one of you for the work that you're doing. That's the message that I get right now. It's just gratitude for us holding the space for them. Where is it? I'm not able to turn it that way. There it is. So guys, just send your love to nature. Send your love, hearts. Come on, let's give a lot of hearts. Not to any one of us, but to these beautiful brothers and sisters of the animal kingdom that really want us to communicate with them. Really want us to spend time with them because they love us.
Michael's on a roll. Michael Valenti.
What's that?
You want to read? You want to read it? Yeah, go ahead and read it from here down. I already read that one. You from here down.
Okay. Oh, you commented to him, so I'm going to read that one. So Michael says, healing is painful. Ask Raphael. Laugh out loud. Alice Inouye says, oh, amazing. We honor you and your work, brother. Yes, we do. Kafilta fish. Thanks. Michael says, Alice Inouye, sorry I haven't touched base in a while. Probably a root problem. Ha ha ha. Get it? Michael says, angels, thanks for your broadcast. You guys know what heaven is already, so keep it up. Uptown Funk, gonna funk you right up. Tee-hee, Yeshua. I feel you guys, don't you worry. Patty says, no hugs. Physical distance is necessary at this time. Now is not the time for spiritual people to be practicing irresponsible behavior. The art of practical wisdom. Thank you, Patty. Blessings to you. Michael Valenti says, you guys gotta give yourself some more, please. Heaven is trying to give to you right now. Receive. Happy birthday time does not exist. I'm silly, so gonna go back to dancing and enjoying heaven here. It's electric. Yes.
Thank you, Michael.
It's electromagnetic because it's magnetic. Yes. We're feeling that magnetic resonance.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you, brother.
And we respect everyone's walk, everyone's contribution, however it may be.
Thank you, Patty.
Michael, what you're doing is your choice and the group of community you're working with.
Yes.
I'm sure if they're in agreement, then you guys are being blessed. And Patty, we respect and honor as well. And so we desire for everyone to be whole, healthy, and well in every area that they are.
Yes.
So thank you everyone for sharing.
And you know what, beautiful. I just got something that hit me right now, because I said I just want to make it about the genuine word of the day. But we're going to be doing maybe once or twice a week. We're going to be sharing with what we're coming into, because I don't want to hold back. I don't want to hold back, because this is the one thing I want to share with everyone listening, is if you feel offended because of something you hear, then it's really not what you hear, it's what you're thinking. Because if it's genuine, it should be genuinely received. And because we are all finding different paths and on the same path of divinity, but we're hearing from this area, we're hearing from this area, we're seeing the news, we're seeing all this noise, that it is designed, listen closely, because this is from my work. It is designed, exterior noise is designed to separate us from the glorious truth of our divinity. When you go within, all of that has to just disappear. It has to be dissolved. That is the only way you can tap into the presence of you, the presence of all that is. Tapping into the presence of all that is isn't, trying to say I'm right or you're wrong or this is better or this is worser. This is why I think it's important on the live we're going to be on tomorrow, because we're going to distill why spiritual masters from all religions didn't speak about one thing. They spoke about relationship. And that is why we're here, is to talk about the relationship of nature. Because what good does it do to argue about different things being right or wrong, but we're against each other? There's a saying that I love: united we stand, divided we fall. We need to stand united, even if we don't agree with each other. Just like you've seen, what is it called again? The desert rat? No, I think it's a gopher. No, not a gopher.
No, that's a desert rat, but they're not, we call them in layman's terms desert rat, but I don't remember their name. They're not meerkats. Those are not the meerkats.
No, the meerkats are, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a desert rat.
But that beautiful creature that came and joined us right now, he doesn't want to argue what's right or wrong. He just wants to be treated fairly. He wants to be loved. He wants to be appreciated. And if possible, he would even let us hug it. But because we need to work on our relationship with ourselves, because that's why animals feel that distance, because we don't even appreciate ourselves. What makes us think that they think that we're going to appreciate them? Ooh. Mm-hmm. Did you feel that? Mm-hmm. Animals will not sit by our side if we don't appreciate ourselves. Because if we don't appreciate ourselves, we're putting up a barrier saying, don't come in. So, back to the message is, this relationship that we're building within ourselves, it's going to be favorable for nature. So the more you love yourself, the more nature is going to reflect the love that it's always had for you. Because the reason why we have this genuine message all the time is because if you look at nature, it's always genuine. If you look at that desert rat, it's genuine. It doesn't know what else to be but itself. But why is humanity think that we've evolved, think that we've come so far ahead, that really we're so far behind because nature is doing what now we're remembering what to do? It's just be you. Nobody else can be you. Nobody else is meant to be you. Nobody else is supposed to be you. So many copies of copies of copies of copies. We don't even tap into our genuineness because we think we got to fit in a box. And people, beautiful soul familia, we weren't meant to fit in a box. We were meant to destroy and break the box and show who Alice is, who Jesse is, who Diamond is, who Susie is, who Adelina is, who you are, who Michael is, who Theo is. Thank you, Mama. Who Jenny is, who Patty is, who Coro is, who Bella is. Who else do we have on here?
Michael.
I already said Michael.
Oh.
Who Lorena is.
We have Jenny Lujan.
That's what I said in the beginning. Jenny Lujan. Jenny
I'm
is.
all over the
who
place.
Joshua is. Joshua White. Thank you, brother, for being here. I did say who I am. Thank you, Mama. I love you. Who... It's really dark here.
I know, I can't Can't read them all.
I already said who Coral Seer is, who Mary Sterling is. Nobody else can be you guys. And the thing about it is, nobody is supposed to be you. And if you guys want to hear more about that, we did a live last night. Was it last night? On perfection.
Yeah.
And when we broke down perfection, it's like, who are we comparing ourselves to? Just because somebody says that this path is better than this path, or this way is better than this way, it's like, you follow your heart. Because in following your heart, you can never go wrong. But don't confuse the heart with the head. That's where a lot of people confuse the heart, thinking that it's the heart, but it's the head. Yes, Mommy?
Oh,
You said, excuse me, Theo.
No, I didn't.
Yes, puppy?